Hey guys, my name is Lucas and today we're going to talk about feminine and masculine energies and how to get in touch with your other side. Every single person has both masculine and feminine tendencies and masculine and feminine energies inside of them. And they're both equally as important. Men have more masculine energy and females have more feminine energy. That's usually what it is. It isn't that way for every person, but that's the usual guideline. The feminine energy is the emotional one. It usually goes hand in hand with emotions, and that is what makes it so incredibly powerful. Any single person who is really strong in their feminine energy can completely obliterate anybody else that is stronger in the masculine energy. Because the masculine energy cannot live up to the feminine in any way, shape, or form. That's how powerful the feminine energy is. But that makes it also very, very dangerous to our well-being. Because the feminine energy is so strongly tied in with emotion, it makes it really hard for any rational to come through. Which means we just get completely immersed in our emotions if the feminine energy take over inside of us. And for those people who are really strong in their feminine energies, the rationale that then tries to come in is completely worthless to them. They don't care about any rationale. For them, their reality is their emotions inside right now, and that's all that matters to them. But that can also make it very, very powerful. Because if people let themselves be taken over by their feminine energy in positive emotions, then that emotion carries so much weight and it just envelops so many more people, not only themselves but everyone around them as well. And the stronger they are in their feminine energy, the stronger their positive emotions get, and the happier, the more excited, and the more enthusiastic they will be. And that's why the feminine energy is so much more powerful than the masculine energy, because it completely ignores any rationality. And that's what the masculine energy is. People strong in their masculine energy are very rational. Basically, what the masculine energy is trying to do is to deal with what comes on the outside and make sense with how it interacts with what's on the inside. But the masculine energy is only there to rationalize. It wants to stick to the facts, it wants to have everything set in order, and it wants to work on problems step after step after step. Whereas the feminine energy is all over the place, and that's why it's so incredibly powerful in both the negative and the positive. And every one of us has a different amount of masculine energy and a different amount of feminine energy that we let out. Most people fulfill their stereotypical gender roles, meaning most men are way more rational and most women are way more emotional. But that's not what gives us happiness. We need to have an equal amount of both energies. Because if we just let the feminine energy come through, then every time anything slightly negative happens, no matter what reason there is for it, we will get completely depressed and we will become angry and frustrated and all negative emotions at once. And if we just let the masculine energy control everything, then we won't have any emotions whatsoever. There will just be no emotions because we'll rationalize everything and everything will be fine and blank. When we have the ability to choose whether we want to be rational or we want to be emotional, we can control any situation to a much greater degree, and that will give us way more options to become happy, successful, or whatever else. Because we control what's going on in the inside and we'll control how we react to what's coming in from the outside. And that is so immensely powerful when we achieve that. So, how do you get more in touch with your masculine side if you're too emotional? Or how do you get more in touch with your feminine side if you're too rational? Well, it's as simple as it sounds. If you are really strong in your feminine energy, then try to just take a step back from the emotions. I'm not saying you should not have the emotions. Definitely have the emotions. But try to reason with your emotions. Have a discussion with them and keep them at a good level. Don't let them get out of control, at least not the negative emotions. The positive emotions can go haywire for all I care, but you do not want the negative emotions to go crazy. So you need to discuss it with yourself. Why am I feeling this way? Is this rational? What's the reason for this? How is this good? Why isn't it that bad? And then obviously, if you're very strong in your feminine energy, that won't be enough for you. You can't just reason with your emotions. But you can try to reason other emotions out of there. It's like reading between the lines, trying to pick out those few good points that will help you calm down in that negative energy. And that's how you get more in touch with your rational side, is to rationalize a few good things out and then focus all your attention on those good things. Because then your feminine energy will carry on the rest. It will just bump those emotions up, it will just amplify whatever emotion you have, and if it's even slightly positive, it'll just amplify that to no end. Now what about the masculine energy? When you're really in touch with your masculine energies, you do not want any emotion to come through whatsoever. All emotion is bad because that's not rational and you shouldn't have those emotions. You should just be a barren face and that's it. And sadly, in today's society, it is the way that most men believe this. That they need to be barren, that they need to be stern, that they can't have any emotions because they need to be strong and powerful. You need to get in touch with your emotions, and it's very simple to do that. You just need to allow them to come out. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just allow yourself to cry, to be angry, to be happy, to be whatever. Because it's okay. No one will judge you for it, because you have those emotions inside of you anyway. It's all a matter about letting them out or not. We need to get in touch with both, the feminine and the masculine, to really move forward in life. If we are in touch with both of them, then we can choose how we react to the outside world, and that'll make everything so much better. It'll make things so much clearer, and it will let you be in control. If you want to fully experience this amazing life that we're living, then you need to get in touch with both energies. Practice both, have both at a balance, and you will see the difference firsthand.